Hey guys, this is Matt for Creative. Today we're here on Broadway and 40th Street, but one thing I want to let you know before we continue with the video, if you need hand sanitizer, I found a place called Lot Less. Now, before you buy hand sanitizer, you have to make sure that it is above 60% alcohol. The one that I found here is 62%, which is good and should be fine for you to have. Now, what we have inside here is we have a lot of bottles, so they must have just received an order and people just don't know about it yet. These are 2-ounce bottles. They go for $2.99 and they come in glass and they are sprays. And sprays are my favorite way because you don't overuse it, because even with 3 sprays, it is not as much as using like a goop of like Purell. So if you need it, it is the Lot Less closeouts. This is a discount store. And what street am I on? I'm on 7th and I believe 42. We're right next to the Midtown Comics. But yeah, if you guys need it, they do have hand sanitizer here. They are charging tax. As far as I knew, hand sanitizer was not a taxable product, but maybe I'm mistaken. Alright guys, so with everything going on here, I would like to make little update videos. It's a nice day, it's about 50 degrees here, so I like to walk to work, and considering all the news and rumors that have been going around, there may be a shelter-in-place order in the next 48 hours, I guess now even less than that because that was announced yesterday. But, you know, it's quiet. Usually there's a ton of people on their way to work because all these buildings here, they always have people inside. But today, it's limited to the people in essential stores. And for me, I cannot work from home working at a pharmacy or a store that sells over-the-counter products, and we still do have those things. So while people need, you know, anything for cold and flu symptoms to maybe help themselves feel better and immunity boosters, that's why we stay open here, even though the last time that I was at the store, it was pretty quiet. But it does seem like people are beginning to restock on items. Now, just to make sure, I'm going to be testing this little hand sanitizer out. If you want to ask me about this in the comment section, you definitely can. Because what you've heard from a lot of people is that people have been making knockoff hand sanitizer and selling it. Our store has even been approached by a European company, which we don't know if it's a legitimate company or not, and so have other stores, and we don't know what exactly they are passing off because everybody wants to make money right now. Magically, this company had a lot of hand sanitizer. They were willing to sell us it in bulk. And my first question was, why aren't you going through Amazon? Why aren't you just selling direct to the people? That seems to be a lot better option. You may have to pay for shipping, but do you know how many people want this stuff? If a store like mine doesn't need to get something in bulk, I guarantee you somebody out there will be buying it. So before, whether you're a buyer for a company or if you're just a buyer on the street, make sure what you get is legitimate. So for this, I don't know if you can see inside here, those are my little bottles here, spray bottles, because spray bottles are the best because it kind of, you don't want to minimize the use of hand sanitizer because you want to make sure it covers your hand, but I think it's a little bit better than the little gloop that you get from Purell. That way you can kind of spray all around your hand and then rub it together for about 20 seconds, the same amount that you would wash your hands for. Because what it does is it's going to destroy the bacteria, but it will be just left dead on your hand. So you have to make sure that, well, it's not like washing your hands. It will not wash away the bacteria, let's say after the walls are permeated. But one more place that I'm going to, again, is Target. If you hadn't heard, there is a rumor of a possible shelter in place. When people use the wording, prepare for the possibility, I think that's just mentally preparing people. So I've been trying to see everything that I can get. My last few deliveries from from Target are on their way and should be delivered today or by Friday. But this is a time when people don't know exactly what to do. They don't know how much to stock up on, and unfortunately a lot less is being left for people who actually may need it and who can't go at the drop of a hat and pick up stuff that they would need for themselves or their family. So every single time I do this kind of video, I want to pose a question too, because while I'm trying to report factual information from news sources and then cite them, I have questions too. So for me, it's going to be, what is rain going to do with the coronavirus? Because it is a respiratory virus and is passed by air. So does this mean, oh, okay, I have no background whatsoever, but here are my thoughts and what I thought happened with allergies. I thought if you have allergies and things like pollen were in the air, rain would kind of quell it, because it would dampen everything and it would all go to the bottom and you wouldn't actually have to breathe it in. As it turns out, for some people, the rain does kick up pollen and other things. So that means that you still can have allergies. Now that's something respiratory. Does this mean, now please cite your source, if you're a doctor, let everybody know, but what does this mean for a virus that is passed through the respiratory system? Will tomorrow, when it rains here in New York on the 19th, be better, or will that have will it mean nothing, basically? Alright guys, we're going to do short videos here and there. If there's any major information, I'm always going to, oh that's loud, I'm always going to let you guys know. I don't believe there is any more information announced this morning, other than, of course, store closures. Actually, let's take a look at what Macy's is doing here. They may be one of the stores that has closed. So yeah, Macy's, Herald Square is just closed. And it's not after like a certain time, it is just now. They are closed. So don't forget, as of now, you can still order things online, and they still will be delivered, but what my thought is if things get progressively worse, then you will have to only order essentials off places like Amazon, because they only want deliveries to be for essentials, maybe medical supplies or home supplies or baby supplies, and maybe not for your frivolous item that you think you need. But alright guys, this has been your quick update. If you have any questions or want to begin a dialogue, you can comment in the comment section below. You can find me on Instagram at m8b9, and you can also email me at matt8b9@gmail.com. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, and at the point where I can't go outside anymore, for maybe when the physical store that I'm working at closes, or I just don't feel comfortable enough to, I will be switching to just in-home videos, which is what I've been doing a lot of the time anyway. Guys, so a little update back here at Target. This is where I live, basically. So people are getting more shipments of these necessary items. So this is paper towels. I imagine so that they will be getting more toilet paper. It's just that it takes time to get things. So there's no shortage of food, there's no shortage of these items, but delivering it to all the stores and to fill all the need is something that's going to be pretty tough. So a key thing, I did find hand sanitizer at Lot Less this morning, but here they have something else. These are antibacterial single-use wet ones wipes. So they are starting to get stocked back for all these essential items. I would say pick them up as soon as you can, because they won't be here for long. And again, here, look, we have finally again the antibacterial kitchen soap. So this is not hand sanitizer, but it is antibacterial for the home, which is great. So for me, I pretty much found everything that I needed at the store. I think one of the key things you have to do, if you're able to, is go to one of these stores when they first open. Because when they first open, they will see the products they will be having for the entire day. So whoever gets there first is first come, first serve. And yeah, so I did find hand sanitizer at Lot Less, and then here at Target they had antibacterial soap, and they also had the large refills, which are a better deal all in all. So I got one pump and then 2 refills, and that's set. And for me, I've been looking for mashed potatoes, so I finally found them. They're single little 1-cup use ones. They're not the real stuff, but I'm a fan of mashed potatoes. And yeah, I got everything they need, and then because I have cats, I got a Nerf gun so I can shoot balls and they can chase them. But yeah, I think that's the key takeaway from this little shopping trip, is get there early and you will have a better chance of getting what you need. I think that's always been the case, but I'm learning stuff. Alright guys, see you next time. Hey guys, this is Matt for Creative. Today we're here in the Lower East Side. This is the store, this is TMC. Right next to us we have Russ and Daughters, which is what I'm doing here this morning, getting some food. So a little bit about what's going on. So far there has been nothing more than a rumor about the shelter in place or lockdown, but that decision is supposed to be coming in the next 48 hours. I guess now it's even less since that was announced yesterday, so about 24 hours. But things are starting to get back in stock in places. If you ever venture to maybe Target around Herald Square or a place called Lot Less on 40th in between 8th Avenue and 7th Avenue, they are actually getting restocked. So one thing that I did get this morning at Lot Less was hand sanitizer. It comes in little 2-ounce glass spray bottles, and it did have 62% alcohol, so that is safe to use and appropriate. Anything 60 and over, sometimes people say 65. This is right on that borderline. That should be fine. In addition, I did go to Target where they were out of toilet paper, just as many people are, but they did have back antibacterial hand soap. They had the large refills. So the thing is, there is no shortage on anything. Food, all these necessary essentials that you need for the home and while you're out. There's no shortage. The thing is, it's just getting these to places. Because of the massive amounts of orders, imagine, I believe that, was it FedEx or UPS, one of those two, or maybe it was Amazon, whoever it is, they're adding so many more people on to fulfill these, because a lot of people are relying on deliveries, whether it be to your home or deliveries to your favorite shop. And it just is a matter of time. So don't worry, unless there's a lockdown where you can't go out anywhere, you just honestly just check stores, check in the morning, because that's when they get deliveries. Like Russ and Daughters here, they're getting their stuff. Target, they are getting their stuff in the morning, but it depends on which day you go. Just make sure that you get there at the appropriate time, go as early as possible, if possible for you, and just make sure you're smart. Russ and Daughters, for instance, is having thing like, usually you take your number, you wait inside. In this case, just wait outside, take your number, wait outside. It's not that cold where you have to just freeze outside, so it's okay. All right, guys, just be safe out there. If I have any news or updates, I will let you know. You can find me on Instagram at M8B9. If you want to start a dialogue, you can do that in the comment section below with myself or anybody else. And last but not least, I have an email, and that's matt8b9@gmail.com. But I'll be doing a lot more of these, so I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.